Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Siska Lestari. I am from Mathematics Education. In this video, I will try to the motivational speech video. The title is Math Isn't Hard, It's a Language by Mr. Randy Polisa. Without spending any more time, so let's check it out. %. On the national report card, there's the percent of youth 12th grade who are proficient in math. In America, we pride ourselves as being an exceptional country, but does 26% sound exceptional to you? Raise your hand if you think as a country we need to do way better than this. I'm with you. We all need math, but why so many kids confused by it? It is because only 26% of people are hardworking for math, while 74% are not. After working with thousands of kids, I can tell you this isn't the case at all. Kids don't understand math because we've been taught it is a humanist subject. But if we make human again, it will start to make sense again. You're probably wondering, how was math ever human in the first place? So think about it. Math is a human language just like English, Spanish, or Chinese because it allows people to communicate with each other. Even in ancient time, people needed the language of math to count the trade, to build monuments, and to measure the land for farming. The idea of math as a language isn't actually new. A great philosopher once said, "The laws of nature are written in the language of mathematics." So you see, even Galileo agrees with me. But somewhere along the line, we've taken its language of math, which is about the real world around us, and we've abstracted in beyond recognition. And that's why kids are confused. Let me show you what I mean. Read the 3rd grade California Math Standard and see if what makes sense to 8 years old. Understand a fraction 1/b as the quantity format by one part when a whole is fractioned into b equal part. Understand the fraction a/b as the quantity format by a part size 1/b. And if you give this description to an 8 years old, you probably get a reaction like this. To math express, this standard makes sense. But to a kid, it's absolute torture. I chose this example specifically because fraction is foundational to algebra, trigonometry, and even calculus. So if kids don't understand fraction in elementary and middle school, they have a strong crowd on them high school. But is there a way to make fractions simple and easy for kids to understand? Yes. Just remember the math is language and use it to your favor. For example, when I teach 5th grades to add subtraction fraction, I start with the apple plus apple lesson. First I ask, what's 1 apple plus 1 apple? And the kids will often say 2, which is practically correct. Have them include the word as well since with math is a language. So it's not just 2, it is 2 apple. Next is 3 pencil plus 2 pencil. You all know the pencil plus pencil give you pencil. So everyone, how many pencil? 5 pencil is right, and the key is you include the words. I tried the lesson with 5 years old niece one. After she ate pencil and pencil, I asked her, what's 4 billions plus 1 billion? And my aunt override this and she shocked me and said, are you crazy? She is kindergarten. How she spent 4 billion plus 1 billion? And then said, my niece finished counting, looks up and say, 5 billion? And I said, that's right, it is 5 billion. My aunt just shook her head and laughed because she don't expect that from 5 years old. But all you have to do is fake language approach and math become infit and easy to understand. Then I had question the kindergarten is definitely not supposed to know. What's 1/3 plus 1/3? And immediately she answered 2/3. So if you're wondering how could possible to know that when she doesn't know about numerator and denominator yet, you see, she wasn't thinking about numerator and denominator. She thought of the problem this way. And she used 1 apple plus 1 apple as her analogy to understand 1/3 plus 1/3. So if a kindergartner can add fraction, you better believe that every 5th grade can do it as well. Just for fun, I asked her high school algebra question. What's 7x squared plus 2x squared? And this little 5 years old girl correct answer 9x squared. And she didn't need any extra root to figure that out. So when people said that we are either hardwired for math or not, it's not true. Math is human language, so we all have the ability to understand it. We need to take a language approach to math urgently because too many kids are lost and are anxious about math, and it doesn't have to be that way. I worked with an angry, frustrated high school student once who could pass algebra because she only knew 44% of her multiplication fact. I told her that's like trying to read and only knew 44% of the alphabet. It's holding you back. She called factor or solve equation and she had no confidence in math. Our resolution teenager had to confidence in herself. I told her we have to start with multiplication because once you know all you fact by heart, everything gets easier and will be like having a fast pass to every side of Disneyland. What do you think? And she said, okay. So she systematically learned her timetable in 4 weeks, and yes, even multiplication has language embedded. You'd be surprised how many kids don't realize 7 times 3 can be split out as 7 times 3, which just means 3 7 times, just like this. So when kids see it this way, they quickly realize that repeat addition is slow and inconvenient. So they gladly memorize that 3 7 times always gives you 21. So for this teenager who was restless dropping out, becoming fluent and confident in multiplication was a game changer. Because the first time she could focus on problem solving instead of counting on fingers. I knew she had turned the corner when she figured that a 2-year college at $444 month will cost you $10,680. And she looked at me disappointedly and said, Miss Parisa, that's expensive. At that moment, math was no longer causing problem for her. But she was using math to solve problems as responsible as the world. As an educator, it's my duty to challenge kids to reach higher. So I leave you with this challenge. Our country is stuck at 26% proficient, and I challenge you to push that number higher. This is important because mathematical thinking not only builds your mind, but our kids need to imagine and build a future that doesn't yet exist. Meeting this challenge can be as simple as apple plus apple. Is that we teach math as a human language and we will get this sooner rather than later. Thank you.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye everyone. Wassalamualaikum.